Hello, everybody. What a joy it is to connect with you right from the Pillow Talk. This is a couples clinic by Mr. and Mrs. Aringo.
Yeah.
Welcome, my sweetheart.
Thank you.
Ruth, can you introduce yourself, if you don't mind, to the wonderful couples. I've been waiting for this show. You know, we're supposed to have this earlier on, but because of some technical challenges, we asked you to graciously give us some time. And here we are. Introduce.
Yeah, I am Ruth Aringo. I'm about 3.
Wow, what ages?
The ages 14, 13, and 8.
Exactly. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
We share those 3.
Yes.
It's a joy. Allow me to just invite you to the Pillow Talk by Mr. and Mrs. Aringo. The whole point of us doing this, we're in a season when we are being advised over and over to stay home, stay safe. What does that mean when you hear stay home, stay safe? It means you're more at home than other times. And I need to ask you, Mr. Aringo, how have you been doing this as a person? Staying home. Have you been staying home?
I have been staying home and I have been trying my best to stay safe. First and foremost, I ensure that I have my mask, as you can see from here. If I have to go out, I have to wear my mask, and I also ensure that I sanitize all the time, which is also very important. I ensure that my children, my 3 children, do the same. They have to sanitize and they all have masks to protect them from the COVID-19.
Wow, thank you. Now you talked about sanitizer. I'm carrying one here. It's a very important product in this season. And this, the reason why we wear this mask is that when I wear my mask, okay, allow me to wear my mask, I'm trying to ensure, sorry, as our president the other day was in a situation, could not wear his. I hope I won't get there.
Yeah, the president. So
okay. So, look, when I wear my mask, I'm protecting my neighbor.
Exactly.
And I also want you not to get infected. I'm creating a conducive environment for social interaction. That's why I want us to have this discussion. Are you as a couple, are you as a family creating a conducive environment for you to enjoy the home environment? So I need to ask you, Ruth, how are you creating a conducive environment for your home and in your marriage, in your family, that can be helpful to someone who's asking? Honestly speaking, I don't like the fact that we stay at home the whole day, seeing the same person every day. How do you maneuver this season?
First of all, I must say that I know that it is a very difficult situation for many of us, having to have a sudden change, change from not going to work. You're used to going to work and now you have to stay locked down at home. It is not easy for many of us. Some of us are coming and getting to situations that never been in before. And one of them is having to stay together as a family, looking at your partner from morning to evening. And sometimes I know for some of us who would run even dry, not knowing what to tell your partner, because you've talked so many things. Now, for us, one thing we're trying to do is to ensure that we make an effort. Make an effort.
I like the word effort.
To ensure that your relationship is growing during this time, because you're there looking at your partner's face every day, and you're so much used to this face, and remember you're coming from a situation where you are only meeting this person in the evening and then having a very short time with this person before he goes back to work again. But here you are now having to sit together the whole day. Can you imagine, from 6 a.m.
to midnight,
probably midnight, having to look at the same person? It's not easy. So one thing we need to do during this time is to cultivate our friendship. If you hadn't cultivated it before, this is the time to cultivate your friendship.
You talked about making an effort. Can the effort be one way?
Of course, the effort cannot be one way.
Why is it important for it to be two-way?
It is important for it to be two-way because you get to know one another better. You reciprocate. Okay, I get to know you, you get to know me. It can never be one-sided. For it to grow, it can never be one-sided.
There's a popular word people use, and I think I even heard it a lot in counseling, called me time. I say, I like my time. You and my space too much. Can you just give me some time? And I just want 2 days alone. Can that be a conducive way of doing life in this season that we're in? if your partner insisted that they just want their time alone, just give me some 2 days. You do whatever you're doing, just don't interfere with me. How will that affect the effort you're talking about?
I think just having a me time alone could just be selfish. I think it's important for you to learn to be together, learn to do things together during this time, and not just being selfish and looking at yourself as a person. Please think about the other person during this time. Cultivate topics that are common so that you can have a conversation together. Because without cultivating that, then you're likely to run dry within a very short time, and you're wondering what you're going to talk to this partner about.
So you talked about cultivating. You know, when I hear the word cultivate, I think of a farmer. When you are doing cultivation, it is work.
Yep, it is work.
It can be messy.
It's work.
It can get dirty. And there are times when a partner would try, a spouse would try to reach out, and the other party is not reciprocating. What happens when there is no reciprocity from the other party?
I think the best thing for the other person is not to give up. Not to give up. Try to find out from your partner what is your partner's love language. What does your partner respond to easily? Is it a gift? When you buy for your partner a gift, is it helping around the house?
So the first love language I'm hearing a gift.
Yeah, there
so
is
love language is a gift.
Exactly.
Okay.
Could it be helping around the house?
Which is acts of service.
Exactly. Your husband or your wife could respond to. Is it touch? Exactly. Is it
quality
just
time?
A quality time? No, act of service. What exactly does your partner respond to? And it is your duty to find out what your partner responds to, and then do not give up. Keep on trying.
That's right.
Exactly.
Can you please just give us those 5 love languages if you don't mind?
The 5.
Yes. So someone saying I don't know my love language. So you said gifts.
Exactly.
There's
gifts. There's quality time. There is acts of service, and there is
touch.
Yes, there is touch.
There's one more.
One more. Yes. Remind me. Remind me. I think the last one is words of affirmation.
So let's go.
Exactly.
So there's gifts. Quality time. Acts of service. There's touch.
And the words of affirmation.
What does someone ask? What is words of affirmation? You know, when someone tells you, you look beautiful. I like how you look. We are at home, remember? People are not wearing their dresses. I saw a joke that on Facebook. One of my friends wrote that her dresses are complaining in the closet. That the jeans have suddenly taken over. They're being used more. And I just thought, how do you affirm somebody with nice words? You're at home the whole day. It's easier to tell someone you look beautiful when you met in the evening from work. But if we must be intentional about doing it now more than ever. So I agree with you that it can be one way. Building a relationship, cultivating a relationship, which you talked about, is a two-way traffic. Now, the truth is, it's harder for men to express their emotion. How do you? Is that something you've dealt with? Do men? I said African culture. Men find it harder to express their emotion than ladies.
I think men in the African culture find it difficult to express their emotion. That's true. I think we need to get out of this thing of, beliefs that have been there.
Outdated?
Yes, they are outdated. And you need to come out of your cocoon as men also.
Is it an excuse? If I'm asking?
It is not an excuse. It is not an excuse. Get out of that cocoon and please express yourself. And I think God has given us this opportunity to just come together and express ourselves, express our love for one another. Don't just sit there and say, okay, I'm an African man, and so, I need to stay
I can't tell you my fears. For example, there are people, if I may ask, there are people who have lost their jobs. Some men have lost their jobs. They have taken a pay cut.
Exactly.
And right now, there's that fear of, will I be able to provide? We live in a culture where the man is largely defined by his ability to provide. And there are people whose image, self-image, and ego is tied to the work he does.
Exactly.
Now he has a situation where he doesn't have money. He can't provide for his family. Like you, 3 children in the house, they are eating. It's harder for what do you advise to the men who, because of the circumstance, they have lost a job, taken a pay cut, is our ability to provide what should give us our image or ego joy as a believer?
I think as a believer, your ability to provide should really not affect your ego, especially if you are at a place of understanding with your partner.
Yes.
Be confident that this person loves you. Be confident with this person, and there are so many other things that you contribute in the house apart from just providing for the family. I mean, your presence in the house is very important.
Yeah.
The smile that you give is very important.
So that's
Just being there, just being there
so
for
the
your
minister
family
presence
is very important. So you don't need to feel small just because you cannot provide anymore. You being there is something big.
How can you as a spouse, if your husband has taken a pay cut, has lost his job, as a wife, how can you make it easier for them, for this man who feels, now I'm useless, I'm not able to provide? How can you as a spouse make it easier for your partner in such a season?
Please encourage your husband, encourage your wife. Smile, talk to them. Do you remember the
Engage.
5 love languages we talked about? Affirmation. And you know, some of these things just encourage somebody.
Yeah.
They encourage them, and you never know. The door can just open anytime. So continue to talk and encourage them, but talk in a positive way.
So you're saying build hope in them.
Don't throw negative words at them, especially at this time when they are already down. Yeah.
Wow, you don't beat a man who is down.
Don't beat a man who is
Don't beat a woman who is down.
already down.
Wow.
Exactly.
Guys, I'm really excited that we are able to respond to some of the questions that came.
Exactly.
I read a scripture, Revelation 3:20. And actually there's something in line with what we're talking about. That Jesus actually talked about a meal time.
Yes.
His ability to relate with us over a meal. And if you allow me, I'm just going to read for someone who is saying kindly, where is that? Revelation 3:20.
Revelation 3:20.
Okay, I want to read. The Bible says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and eat with him and he with me. Isn't it funny that Jesus used the analogy or illustration of a meal? Is there importance of eating together as a family, as a spouse? Can that help to create a conducive environment?
It can.
Yeah,
it can by all means, because when Jesus talks about eating together, it means that, you know, when you're around the table and you're eating together, it means that you're able to share more together. You're able to, it's easier to talk during meal times. So this is an opportunity that you have as a family, as a couple, to talk.
So we can be intentional about eating together.
And that's why Jesus talked about, come, I'll dine with you. If you do allow me, I will dine with you.
And I also see something in that verse, the idea of opening the door. I feel like sometimes couples struggle because we don't want to open the door. So if I ask you, can we talk, can we have an opportunity? It behooves you for you to open up for me, because if you can't open, there's no way I'll talk. And I believe, as you rightly said, eating together, we can plan times of shared meals as a family. Okay, what about devotion times of family? Is there a place for praying together? It's mostly as family altar.
Exactly.
Is that an advantage?
I think this time of the COVID-19 has really given us, the pandemic has really given us an opportunity to come together as families and just pray together.
Yeah, what's the advantage?
Many times there was a rush, maybe in your family, I don't know, in my family, I don't know about yours, but that rush of praying together. But this time round, we have that opportunity of sharing together, praying together, just getting to know what your better half has been through during the day, getting to know what their feelings are. It helps you to
engage with them,
to engage with the other person.
Wow.
Exactly.
We are bringing this to a close, guys. It's been a beautiful time, and I hope that we can continue engaging with this moving forward. If there are any questions you want to ask us for the next set, please send them to my DM inbox so that we can be able to engage with them. I hope you enjoyed the talk today. We are bringing to a close, and I want to just thank you so much. And I pray that God will give us a chance to build, not to maximize this season. Let's not lose the beauty of being together, as Ruth has said. Build shared times, be intentional about building the friendship, and above all, don't forget praying together.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Put your
Stay
mask
home.
on.
Stay safe.
Protect your neighbor. Stay safe. Stay friends.
Stay friends.
This is my BFF. I love you, sweetie.
Thank you. Love you too.
Amen.